is up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Bulldawg Banter. I am not Aaron Murray. We are without our QB1 tonight. He's out doing some personal stuff. But obviously, here today we have TK, Tavarres King, and Knowshon Moreno, two DGDs. And I am the filler host for the show, Jack Wright, today. But we're just going to be breaking down what happened Saturday, what happened around the country, and we're gonna have a good show today, guys. How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. Obviously, coming off a dog win, always a good weekend. Um, my son's flag football team won today, so got two dubs this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So we feeling real good over here in the King House.
Love that.
Yeah, same man. I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to get it. Ready to get it. What's up with Murray, man? Well, we doubtful. What is he out for this game? All right, out for the game. We'll pull up the slack though. We'll pick up his slack.
We got him.
Yeah, let's get it.
Have to. Just one game though. He'll be back on Wednesday. It's just a little tweak. He'll be fine.
Hey, sometimes the backup looks a little bit better than the starter. Hey,
Listen,
hey, Puglisi, when he came in for that couple all right, I know he threw the pick. And I would have to see the coaches cut up. Maybe it was the wrong route thrown. It looked like he just kind of lobbed it up there. But bro, was he not slinging that thing a little bit? Little backup QB2.
he was slinging that thing.
Yeah, he's got an arm on him, bro. He looked very comfortable just in the pocket.
Yeah,
So it was good. It was real good to see, obviously. And like you said, I'd love to kind of go back and look at that pick and kind of break down what happened. I haven't yet.
And
Yeah.
know, and I like. Oh, my fault, Jack.
No, go
I'm
ahead,
just
you're
gonna
good.
say real quick. I like that. You kind of saw this in the years past with some of the Dogs teams where, we get up big and we are able to see the backups get a little bit of time in there just to kind of get that little time underneath their belt just in case, right? So it was good, I think, to be able to see a Puglisi in there for this game and us being up big.
Yeah, I know some of the guys in the locker room have said in interviews last year, because we also TPL did a show with him earlier this year. But they said he's got the biggest arm on the team that they've ever seen. Like one of the biggest arms they've ever seen, and that he understands the game and picks up the system really quick. So I like seeing him get a whole quarter instead of just a drive. It was cool to see him get the entire fourth quarter and even like a minute or two in the third. So I'm a Pug believer, so I like seeing that a lot.
No, for sure.
But let's talk about the game. Dogs come away with a pretty dominant win on Saturday and a noon kickoff game, 35-14. What were your overall thoughts on the game, TK? Just from an offensive standpoint, we'll start.
I thought it was clean. I thought we played pretty good offensively. Obviously, love to see the running game doing what it was doing. 33 is a beast. Knowshon, love to hear your take on Bowman. I love the way he runs the rock. And then obviously something we talked about last week was Dylan Bell getting a little bit more involved in the offense. So I was super excited to see some of those jet sweeps or reversed, him getting involved because he's a guy that works his butt off. So he definitely deserved those tugs that he got last week. So good to see. I know we're going to probably talk about it a little bit later, but just vertical shots, man. I just want to see some more explosive plays down the field. I would love to see that. But overall, man, I felt really good about that offensive performance that we put out there.
Yeah, I had to second that. I think we look decent on offense. I would love us to look a little bit cleaner in the red zone, and not see our quarterback have to run in every single time. And I think there's two things. That's play design, and that's also just going out there and executing as well. So it's both. It's not just one over the other. So I would love to see that moving forward. But I think it was definitely a good confidence game for this offense. Just moving up and down the field, and of course, like what TK mentioned, is Bowen. Going out there and just still running strong for the second week in a row. Giving us a spark in that run game. And then the other guy's just spelling him when he needs that time, right? I just love the way that he get downhill, runs physical, and no wasted breath, no wasted time, just get up the field, and running pretty hard. So no, I love to see what they're doing on offense. It's more so on the other side of the ball where I'm like, it just doesn't look the same. I mean, both sides of the ball doesn't look the same, but
Right, true.
um,
I mean, to that point, so it's like, there was a point in that game where I look up and right side of the line, you got true freshman, Drew
mhm,
Bobo at center, who has I think 8 starts, and then you got another freshman to his left. So you're very, very young up front. So you're gonna have like the mistakes, and that plays into the things that we're talking about, like no vertical play because Gunner's getting pressured and things like that. So
mhm,
that's another thing I would love to see get better, obviously, but those guys are young. They're young. They're young. They're learning on the fly. They're getting stunts thrown at them. They're getting so much stuff thrown at them. So I would love to see their eyes get a little better up front, so that Gunner has a little more time to get some of those downfield plays. But we've been on our show. I've been giving that O line a rough time, but they are young, bro. Like I just looked up and I was like, dang, like they're young guys, man. So we're learning, bro. We're learning on the fly and doing well. Like you see good things, you see really good things, obviously, but just pass pro. Um, I think eyes could be a little better up there.
mhm.
Yeah. Touching on the running backs really quick. I know y'all talked about it on Wednesday, but are we ready to say that Chauncey is RB1? Like are we for sure ready to say that he is our running back one for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why not. Everyone got their opportunity to make that difference and to stand out from the rest, right? And just right now, it seems like it is him, right? So we got to ride that hot hand. And the other running backs are getting their time too. You know what I mean? But it just has to be more of him, and that's what we are seeing in these last 2 games.
Yeah, if you're talking to Nate, right, coming from another UJ running back, if you're talking to Nate, what's your message to him? Obviously, the fumbles are the reason that he's struggling to stay in the games. Kirby, as soon as he had that fumble against Alabama, pulled him in, and he didn't touch the field for the rest of the game. What's your message to him going forward for the rest of the season?
Man, just keep on working, bro. I mean, obviously, things happen. Listen, we all fumble. I've been there. Listen, I've got pulled for fumbling. I've got benched for fumbling. We've been there, right? What did I pout? Was it over after that? Was that the end of my season? No. I mean, I got better. And when my time was called and my number was called, I was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to get his opportunity, man. It is what it is. Keep on working. Keep on moving forward, right? And when your number is called, go out there and make a play, bro. Not only for for the team, but for yourself. You know what I mean? Get back into that, get your flow back, and to get your mojo back.
Yeah, 100%. Let's
And
let's
another thing, real quick,
mhm.
we gotta get better at fourth downs, man, and converting fourth down. I feel like sometimes, listen, the other team gonna know you running the ball, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna have to say, listen, it don't matter. We coming right down here. We're gonna get 3 or 4 right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that attitude from. I'm starting to bang on the table like Murray. Listen, I need that attitude from the guys up front from just this offense, man.
Mhm.
We saw it last week, kind of hurt us in the Alabama game, and you saw it a few times this week where we wouldn't convert on fourth down. So I mean,
Yeah,
and
and I
real
think it plays into
quick,
what I said, them
what?
being young,
All right,
just
now,
them being
hey,
I think it
listen,
plays into it, bro.
they gotta grow up at some point. Listen, all right,
100%.
be young. I get it, but listen, we're gonna have to grow up quick. And like I said, even on that, and that, you could be young, but I need to see some attitude too. Listen, you could do the
Mhm.
wrong thing, but I need to see it full speed and with some aggressiveness, right? You feel me? There's a difference between doing that and doing it just so and still getting it wrong. And then, but secondly, on I think that fourth down that we didn't get with McCray, I gotta talk to him too now. Listen, I know you trying to put your head down and just, hey, I'm gonna get the tough one. But sometimes you might just have to put your head up and look, because it might be a small crease to get the first downs, right? I feel like when he gets the ball, he's just running into
It'll
the lineman. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. I know you.
Scatterboo that thing.
Yeah, I know you big and all, bro. But let me just see a little feet and then get downhill. You know what I'm saying? That was another thing I saw with the RBs. But other than that, I'm good. I was flipping out all night that night for some reason. I was on one.
Yeah, well, the fourth downs is something that I did want to bring up because we saw there's two things I actually want to talk about. One, Gunner being the physical quarterback that he is, why aren't we running a QB sneak, the most effective play in football? I mean, we've had 4th and 1s and 4th and inches where we just haven't run it. Do you guys? Is there a reason that we're
Jack,
not running that?
Jack, we ran it in this last game. I think it might have been a third or
Yeah,
something,
we were. Yeah,
We got
and
it.
it was a quarterback like he faked the handy right and then followed the running back through the hole. I'm like,
Mhm.
where was those plays at? Like,
That's exactly what we had so many short yardage plays that were extremely successful that we used against Kentucky. And I was on the sideline with Jacob Hardy, and I kept looking at him and we just kept going, where was that last week? We had 4 or 5, maybe 6 plays that were flawlessly executed on third or second and short. And we were thinking,
Mhm.
where is that against Alabama in the most important play of the game on 4th and 1 instead of I know we were trying to go hurry up and it was situational and it was predetermined that we were going to go for it even if we didn't get the third. But like we have these plays, they're the most practiced plays in the book, or the goal line short yardage plays. Like they're extremely effective and we saw we can do them. Where's that against
mhm.
Bama? That's what was frustrating to me watching the Kentucky game.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like we said, we love that we're running the ball a little better, but in critical downs and critical needed situations, it hasn't been there. We whiffed or something of that sort. So it's got to get better in critical moments, and that's the key. So I think the beauty of it is we see it. Like we see that we're capable of getting it done. We're capable of having explosive runs. We're capable of running a 3rd and 1 and being successful, a 4th and 1 and being successful. But in those critical moments, there I go. Dang, y'all got boys beating on the tables. In those critical moments, we have to have it. We gotta need it. So again, we'll get better. We'll continue to get better. That's why you play the game. That's why you practice. So
Yeah, let's flip sides. Let's talk defense because I
mhm.
know that's what a lot of Georgia fans have been clamoring about and talking about is the defensive line in particular, which is we in the last couple games, honestly, in the last 2 seasons, it's felt like this season and last season, the pass rush has not been Georgia's standard. We're used to having the dogs flying around, getting to the quarterback, and it feels like specifically in these last 3 games, we have not been able to move the pocket at all. And the casual fans will sit there and blame the secondary and say, "Look, we're giving up throws left and right," but the quarterback has 6.5 seconds to throw the ball and it doesn't have hands in his face. Uh, do you think it's a personnel thing, or do you think it's more of a scheme thing and overloading or not overloading when we need to?
Uh, I mean, I definitely don't. I don't think it's scheme. We've seen the success, Shu has had in previous years. I don't think it's the scheme. I think guys have to figure out a way to get it done. Like we were just talking about from an offensive standpoint. Like guys have to figure out a way to hit home. Like in our league, you've got to move the quarterback off the pocket, or those guys are just going to pick you apart. That's why they in this league. So we've got to figure out a way to get it done. I don't think it's a scheme issue. I think it comes down to the Jimmies and the Joes. Like we have to figure out how to get back there and get the quarterback on the ground, son. Like simple as that. Like I'm better than you, my boy.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna shed you. I'm gonna rip you. I'm gonna run through you to get to where I gotta be. So we
Thank
gotta
you.
figure out how to do that. We gotta get back to like you were saying, Sauce. We gotta get back to being mean
Mhm.
defensively, like dogs. Dogs. Like we gotta get back to being mean. Plain and simple.
Exactly. No, I was, I was texting the group this weekend about the defense, and I agree with you. And you said that was a big, that was the key point that you said there was, I'm gonna beat the guy in front of me, right? And sometimes the scheme, sometimes ain't gonna be perfect, and sometimes it is. But it's up to the players to make that play and to make it right, right? That's what TK is
Hmm.
saying. So it's like sometimes on like some of these slip screen plays, like we're at the point of contact, corner to the receiver, we just trying to look, which way is the runner going to run instead of just blowing up that receiver and
Yeah.
driving them back into the play. You know what I mean? Or just coming downhill where the running back is still up a little bit and you just destroying them, right? Like those little small things that I'm not seeing from the defense, like the attitude, like what TK is saying. You're just not seeing it. And Man, listen, I don't know the upbringing and how these kids were brought up, right?
Hmm.
Um, but we need to get back to recruiting those cats. Those cats that are hungry. Those cats that hey, in high school, listen, hey, I don't know where I'm gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of kids. Where it's like, bro, I'm going out there, I'm about to smash somebody, B. Like I ain't playing no games, like that kind of attitude. And it just doesn't seem like we have that right now. And maybe it'll come later. But as of right now, I'm not seeing it. Man, that's
Even
kind
like even from a post, even when guys make a play, you just don't see no
yeah.
energy, no like you used to. You just don't see no energy, no juice. Even when plays are made, like I want to turn off after I make a play, like defensively, bro, come on. So would love to see those guys get a little more inspired, um,
Yeah.
be fiery.
Yeah.
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 Going back, this is a sidebar, but an example that you said with the screens and being physical with the screens. I don't know what kind of tape that Kentucky's or any team is watching. I would not run a screen against Georgia ever. The Georgia defense has more experience playing against screens than any team in the country. I don't know
Right.
why anybody runs screens. They see it 90% of the time in practice, as some fans would say. I don't think there's a point ever running a screen against us. I think it's hilarious. But that was
Mm-hmm.
that was a sidebar. Uh, I think the linebackers have been solid for us this year.
Hmm.
I've really liked our line. I think it's been the most consistent part of our defense so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
I Justin Williams had a breakout game this game, which I was really happy to see because he's a dog and he's going to be really good for us for a while. But Chris Cole and C.J. Allen
Yeah.
and now Justin Williams, and Raylan Wilson have been um, honestly the bright spot of the defense for the year and the only thing I think that's been truly consistent. Um,
Yeah.
do you do you think that's a leader a leadership thing and that's something going forward that's going to drive the defense to be better? Obviously, being the mindset and the speaker of the defense coming from the middle linebacker. Do you think that's something that will motivate the guys around them to be better and get better throughout the season?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, let me reverse Uno this right here. Who in your opinion, Jack, is the leader of our defense?
I think it's gotta be CJ, right? Like,
Yeah.
the seniority, like, the oldest guy in the locker or in the room in that position group. He has the most experience in the system. I think it has to be CJ, and if it's not, very interesting.
Yeah.
It would have to be maybe Raylan, but I think CJ, it has to be as of now, in my opinion, not coming from outside of the locker room. It appears to be CJ.
And I don't know. That's I mean, you bring up an interesting topic there because when you're looking at those Georgia defenses, those great Georgia defenses, there was always a voice,
Mhm.
always a voice. Somebody that would a N'Kobe Dean, a Jordan Davis, somebody that was talking it and walking it. So yeah, that's why I kind of asked that question. Who is that guy for us? Because I don't know. I guess it would be CJ.
It might be KJ, it could be KJ as well. If we're getting outside of the linebacker group, KJ Bolden,
Hmm.
I could see being a leader. Obviously, we're not in the locker room, so I'm not sure
Right.
just how vocal he is. But just coming from an on-field standpoint, like I would expect it to be either CJ or KJ.
Got you. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You got thoughts there, Sauce?
No, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking CJ, man. I mean, we were all expecting him to be that dude coming into the season anyway, right? So
Hmm.
I would assume it would be him. But, yeah.
Yeah. So let's look forward. Let's look at the Auburn game. We travel to Jordan Hare at night next weekend. We'll get into that environment here in a second. But from a team standpoint, what's the number one thing you're looking for the number one thing you're looking for improvement against Auburn? Like one specific thing. No, Sean.
Yeah, it would just be creativity and short yardage and doing better in the red zone. Honestly, we're starting to see that run game come around the corner. The pass game definitely can be better, but hey, it is what it is at this point. And we talked enough about the defense, man. It's just like the little things at this point for me, just the small stuff, and that's the short yardage and red zone.
Yeah, for me, probably offensively, I think to be clean up front. I think if we're clean up front, we win games. We're running the ball well, and then obviously we're able to stretch the field vertically. So clean up front, um, offensively, and then defensively. I think it's just the same things we've been talking about. Can we hit home? Can we move the quarterback off his spot? Can we get him on the ground? And I'd love to see that. So uh, let's see if we can get that done this week at Jordan Hare Stadium.
Yeah, Jordan Hare is it is one of the louder environments, obviously, in the SEC, and I think what you said was a big point. The two biggest things I think when you're on the road are protect your quarterback and get after theirs. You
Mhm.
you can't let your quarterback get rattled in that kind of environment, physically or mentally, and it's gonna be huge for those young guys to step up and make plays all throughout the night. But when it comes to Jordan Hare, obviously y'all have both been there. Where do you think that ranks amongst some of these SEC stadiums?
It's up there. It gets loud
Hmm.
when they're uh when they're good, like that Cam Newton era. Uh, it's rocking in that stadium, and those fans they love the Eagles or Tigers or whatever whichever one they're going with this week.
Mhm.
They love it. So I don't know. It's tough to play there. You think it's top three, Sauce? It's top five for sure. I think.
Yeah, and we're only talking about SEC, right? So
Yeah,
SEC, yeah.
yeah. All right. So let's think. I mean, Tennessee has to be in there,
Tennessee
right?
Tennessee I think
Tennessee,
Tennessee's number 1.
LSU,
LSU's definitely up
South
there.
Carolina
But
beat
hold on,
Jumper.
no. I know we never had the chance to play
The
here.
Swamp.
The Swamp
Exactly.
the Swamp is the other one I was thinking.
Right. I never played there. I always wanted to, but it would seem like it'd be jumping in there,
It
especially
jumps.
when
So, I
you're
mean, I took a
good.
recruiting visit, and they were good, and
Yeah.
it was jumping. Yeah, I mean that's Tebow time. Yeah, it was jumping. So
Why
yeah,
y'all?
that's got to be up
Why
there.
y'all disrespecting the dogs though?
It's
I'm not.
I was
Look,
just
look,
I'm
thinking
both of y'all.
outside of Georgia. I was thinking outside of Georgia, but, I mean,
Nah.
Sanford's definitely up there. It is smaller than some of these other stadiums we've listed. One of them I was gonna bring up was I know y'all never played there, but Kyle
T-
Field.
Tamu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas A&M I mean, it's over 100,000 people in there.
It's
It's big and
probably
it's loud.
fire.
they be
Yeah.
doing that weird stuff though. They be in there.
Yeah, like all their cheers are crazy.
They be in there weird. I wouldn't be scared in there.
All right, so let's go. Top five. Go.
Uh,
Tennessee.
top
Tennessee 1.
LSU.
Okay. LSU 2. Well, shoot. Ooh, LSU might be 1 though.
LSU, I
Okay, that's
think
fine.
LSU
Okay.
and Tennessee are undisputed 1 and 2,
Okay.
whichever way you
Okay.
LSU
put
at
it.
night, bro.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
Cajuns be turned. They be
Give me.
sauce the boss.
Give me a 3 then. 3-ish. I mean,
3, man.
I ain't never
I mean,
played
yeah,
Texas A&M
you can't say swamp or
or
say,
Swamp.
well, it's got to be ones we played, I guess. So I'm going South Carolina because it'd be jumping in there. That sandstorm, they get that joint going.
Mhm.
That dumb A rooster. Uh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Auburn is up there for sure. They definitely are.
Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the wrong one. My bad, fellas.
Yeah, we might as well say now.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
hey,
Yo, it's crazy.
sometimes you gotta chill.
I
Sometimes
don't
you
know how
gotta
I
just
get
chill.
them. My bad. Hey, hold on. I can't hear y'all. Boys, have a good one, though, all right?
Have a good one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, little
I
quick
love it, y'all.
Little
slide in
cameo?
real quick. Yeah.
Little
I love
cameo?
that. Oh, I was in
We
the wrong one.
we,
That's hilarious.
we haven't talked about Bama. I mean, Brian Denny's pretty loud. Do you think it's
Oh, Sauce, yeah.
Dang.
I didn't play in there, Sauce, you did.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it like that. Honestly, I just didn't. Yeah, it
Huh?
was just regular to me at that time.
uh when we were talking to Joseph Ajonye, I think he's a sophomore on the D line, he said that Kentucky was the loudest place he's ever played.
But
That was a Joseph
the
quote. He said Kentucky is the loudest place, specifically last year within that like 13-12 night game. He said that was the loudest place he's
Kentucky
ever been.
Derby. But what are you talking about, bro? What?
That's what he said.
Nah, so what we going with? We said Tennessee, LSU, South
Yeah.
Carolina, Auburn. I need
Yeah.
a 5. I need a 5th. The Swamp, Texas A&M, or Calfield. I would say the Swamp because it.
What about the Cowbells? What about those Cowbells?
Oh, Mississippi State, the
Yeah, what about
freaking
those
Oh,
Cowbells?
that's what
Cowboys.
I was talking about.
The Cowbells, bro. Yo, I remember playing there. I could still hear them joints like when
For
we got back
real?
on the bro. It was like PTSD-ish. I was like, bro, what is going on?
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's another one, bro. It's
I ain't
The
never
SEC
played
is
it.
full of some loud stadiums.
what about even what about Norman, Oklahoma? I mean, obviously we never
That stadium gets Texas too. We didn't even bring up Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, listen, there's some tough places to play.
SEC is no joke. Is the only one not on the list like Vandy? Is that the only one that we're not willing to talk about like this? Like Vandy, maybe Missouri?
Yeah, I'll get off Missouri. Hey, Missouri.
Mizzou.
Mizzou, we going.
I
I
Gets
never
bumped.
been.
don't think so. I don't think
know.
I haven't been.
it was. We played Mizzou the first SEC game. Their first SEC game. We played out there. It was jumping, I guess, but like, nah.
Not like these other ones. Arkansas?
No.
I've never played
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I played in Arkansas. It wasn't jumping like that either.
Mhm.
All right.
Where's your favorite place to play in college? Like your favorite, where you were like, yo,
That's a good one.
I
This is
have one.
dope.
Yeah, I have one. I got two. but-
Yeah, I got two too. I mean, playing in that Georgia Florida game's dope, just because of that split down the middle.
Oh, you right. Yeah.
So
Dang.
Jacksonville is super cool.
Dang, you're right.
What's yours? What's one of yours?
I want ASU, bro. Arizona, man. Yo, they went crazy
What'd
when
you
we
say?
played.
Here we go.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. You might as well just chill.
Stay, bro.
You might as well chill.
Ask him. Where's the toughest place to play in the SEC while you're here? Quick cameo.
Oh, toughest spot in the SEC?
Yeah,
Man, it's
Mhm.
got to be toughest place to play in the SEC.
To play?
Yeah. I like Georgia. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh.
I heard Tennessee
All
is
right.
dope too, though.
Tennessee got
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Tennessee got like what, 100 what?
Yeah,
They're
And
just
they're
over
like
100.
110.
A&M's the biggest for sure.
But it don't be loud. It's kind of weak over there.
See,
It's got.
And
It's either, I'm gonna say
we said
Tennessee or
LSU
Georgia.
too.
Oh,
Okay.
LSU.
Tennessee or Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
LSU.
LSU got to be it.
LSU
LSU got
gets
to be it.
bumping.
The swamp, bro. You ain't saying the swamp? It don't be jumping in the swamp.
It's got to be the Swamp then.
Yeah,
Them
I'm
and
done.
Georgia. bad.
Every team.
It's got to be the Swamp. Hey, I can't find my link. I don't know. I might just join y'all show tonight. I don't know what's going on.
No, you say might as well.
Welcome.
I can't do it. All right, I'm gonna check again, fellas. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cuz. Fuck with me.
I mean, that goes back to what you said, Jack. Everywhere is tough, man. Everywhere is tough. But yeah, ASU was going crazy, man. They had the fireworks jumping, fans was going crazy. I was like, yo, it's kind of fire in here. Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah, you know. Hey, Arizona.
It's good golf out there, they say.
Yeah.
That is what they say. Did you play in that? You played in that Colorado game, right?
Yeah.
How was the Colorado? How was
They
that
snagged that
experience?
thing.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. It was a different place to play. Obviously, seeing them. What was his name? Alfie.
Ralphie.
Ralphie.
Seeing that was cool. Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, seeing that was really dope. I mean, it wasn't like a tough place to play or anything like that.
Just a very different experience. Very different from SEC ball.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. They had some good corners then. Jimmy Smith, Raven. They were good, man. They were pretty good corners. Yeah.
So the final five that we came up with was LSU, Tennessee, 1A, 1B, and then Florida was the 3. Is that what we said?
I'll go there.
Yeah.
And then Auburn. Or do we throw? We got to throw Texas, Oklahoma. Oh, South Carolina. You said South Carolina.
South Carolina for
South
sure.
Carolina. for.
And then
And
Auburn. I would say Auburn. We play. I mean, we both played there. I've never played at Texas, so I can't say, can't speak to it.
all right. We'll make that a graphic and we'll put that out and see what the people have to say. We'll put up top excluding Georgia, just so we don't
Yeah.
get everybody, all the dog fans on us. Um, but let's keep talking about the Tennessee, but in a little bit of a different manner. Let's talk about Texas. Let's talk about Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns. What is going on over there right now? Arch had another disappointing game, and they dropped to the 3-loss Florida Gators in the swamp. But it was in the swamp, which we just said is
See?
a tough place to play. But what's your take on Texas this year? Just in general, is it an Arch thing?
It's a
Just
roller coaster
just
over
roller
there.
coaster?
It's a roller coaster, man. And then when you have a name of that magnitude and the media is just swirling, and he's kind of struggling and the team's struggling, it just it piles on. And then you go to Florida and lose against the Florida team that's just kind of been down in the SEC. It piles on. So I know that this week for them is probably going to be a little tough in the media. Um, Hell, the coming weeks will be tough. I don't know what their schedule looks like. The rest of their schedule, I know they got to come see the boys. So,
I think they have Oklahoma next.
yeah, I mean, and that's gonna be a tough one. So, I don't know if it gets better immediately for them boys. So, you know what I mean?
It's actually like a relatively soft SEC schedule. It's Oklahoma, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, Vanderbilt.
The hardest place to play, Kentucky.
The hardest place to play, according to Justin Smith. Vandy, then they come to Athens, then home Arkansas, and then home A&M. So we say soft in terms of SEC because you go look at like an Oklahoma schedule or a
Where's
South
the
Carolina schedule.
Where's the slouch in those games?
Probably the Kentucky Mississippi
Kentucky.
State stretch. Mississippi State's no slouch, but in terms of this,
Listen, they've proven they can lose all them. All
yeah,
them games.
they definitely could lose them.
So I'm saying it don't get easier for them boys.
No, it's tough. It's definitely gonna be uphill sledding. Not only fighting the other team, obviously, but fighting the media and fighting themselves when it comes to just the situation that, honestly, the media has put them in. I mean, the media put Arch on this pedestal on this team who made it to the semifinals last year. Arch comes in this year. He's the prodigy. He's the future. He's the number 1 overall pick after 1 year starting, and he has normal struggles playing in the SEC in his first year starting, and the world is ending for Texas. And so, I mean, the media put them in this situation. It's just not ideal if you're Texas right now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing when I looked at the game, when I was watching it. Well, I didn't watch the whole thing, but when I was watching, it's like he throws some great balls, but then he takes a sack, and you're like, bro, well, what are you waiting on? Let it go. And then they show in the replay, and you're like, well, why didn't you just throw it right there? Why'd you throw it over his head to the next guy? Like, he's not going through his reads. He's thinking too much. And that's a little bit of, hey, maybe the play design needs to be a little bit more yeah, just like, yo, just throw it right here. Boom, boom, boom for a 5-yard. Let him make the play, right? Because, again, you might be right, Jack, where the media has put him on this pedestal kind of early. But you do see the talent there. I do see it in there. It's in there. But, when you see him making these mistakes, I think that's what I said this week. I was like, all right, he just needs more time. He just needs more time, man. It ain't going to be like, oh, he was going to come into this thing and just be crushing him. And this might be a 2-year kind of thing or a year kind of thing, get his feet wet a little bit, you know what I mean? And that's the thing what I noticed most when I was watching that Texas game.
And we gotta know that this kid is not no quarterback dummy. He's probably super smart. Boy, probably out there overthinking. We know who his uncles are. You know what I'm saying? Like who his grandfather is. He probably out there overthinking.
He has to
Now,
be,
to your point, Jack, like the media on his mind, everything's. I mean, this kid's head's probably spinning. So to your point, Sauce, let's kiss method that thing, keep it simple, and let Arch Manning get back to being Arch Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would
to play.
say no. Go ahead,
Go
to
ahead.
play what? No.
I
I'll
was just
say
gonna
after
say to play devil's advocate to what I said about him having struggles in his first year, obviously starting. It is his third year in the system. Like, he's not a freshman. He is. It's his third year in the Texas system. So, I mean, I feel like if they haven't simplified it for him now, it's more. It feels like more of a testament to coaching than talent, obviously. But third year in the system, it's just something to chew on. Like,
Well,
not a freshman coming in.
what year in the system is it for Stockton?
It's his third year.
I'm just saying.
100%. That's
I'm just saying.
exactly what was going through my head. I was like, same class, same age
And
as
I get it.
Stockton.
And those are two different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Well, our guy looks better.
It's true.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that a little bit.
But I also think Kirby is simplifying the playbook for I would say we're not asking him to make those the crazy throws. He made the throw against Tennessee, but we're not asking him to make the big throws that Sark is trying to put on Arch on every drive. So that might play into it as well.
That's the issue then. Like, keep it simple, bro.
Keep it KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Just
Yeah.
put it right in
Yes,
front of
man.
him.
Seriously.
Put it right in front of him.
And I mean, I will say one thing though. Where I was kind of interested. I don't know if you guys watched the ending of that game, that Texas game. So Manning goes out because his helmet comes off, right?
Yep.
And
then I know what you're talking about.
What's name came in, right? Codwell. I think.
Yeah. I'm trying
He
to
came
remember.
in. I'm talking about this is a pressure moment. They needed moment. He sits back there. He's in the pocket waiting. Boom, hits an in-cutting route right to the receiver. I mean, caught the ball. Boom, beautiful throw. Hey, me coaching and me thinking at that time, I thought he
Keep
was
him in.
Yes,
I thought that I was saying keep him in because that's no warm up because he's not sitting there getting ready to
Throwing
come
the
in
ball,
because his helmet popped off, comes in and throws a 26-yard strike right when he gets in the game. Arch just took a sack in the only spot you can't take a sack. Just leave him in the game.
Yes, I thought that was your time to keep that kid in right there, at least for one more throw. Maybe he throws a dagger, but no, they put Manning back in. He almost throws a pick on the next play, and it's over. That was just an interesting time where I was like, I even wrote in my notes. I was like, yo, I know Manning's your starter right there, but I think you keep that other kid in for that next play.
And even last year against us, we saw that Sark will pull quarterbacks. Like, it's not something he won't do. He pulled what's his name? He pulled Quinn against us, and he threw in Arch. Obviously, Arch got smacked around a little bit for the one drive he was in,
boy.
but Sark has proved that he'll do it, it was kind of surprising to me that he didn't stay in.
Oh,
yeah.
But anything else on Texas, or you wanna jump around a little more? I think we kind of hammered that. One thing I want to talk about really quick is Penn State. Before we move on some other things,
they got clapped, didn't they?
They made it. They brought it back. It was like 34-7 though, but it ended up being a 1-score game. By the time the game was over, but I mean, 0-4 team, a team with literally no momentum, just fired their head coach, in UCLA. I'm pretty passionate about this. I think it's time for James Franklin to kick it. I think his time is up in Penn State. I was looking at it earlier. He's now 4-20 against top 10 teams in his career at Penn State. As Penn State has been built to be this like powerhouse, like one of them ones, like one of the contenders, and yet every year, same thing. Fall to a top 10 team. Pretender, yeah. It's preseason, top 6 team, top 7 team. This year, number 2, unranked by week 6. Like, I think it's time. Even I don't think he's a bad coach by any stretch. I just think they need something different. They need a change.
And that might be, I mean, couldn't that be offensive coordinator? That could be a lot of other things, right? I mean, it's a lot of different things that come up when it comes to why a team is not successful. It could be the head coach, could be the coordinator, it could be, things are just not going your way. It could be injuries. I mean, I feel like it's, listen, man, I look at my fantasy football team, and I should be way better than this. You cannot fire me. My team is injured. I'm putting them in the right positions, and it's just not happening, right? So maybe the same thing's happening over there with James.
This year in particular is one that I'm like, I don't know, because they have the most seasoned team in the entire country. They brought back the most people in the country. They have the highest paid defensive coordinator, who they just took from Ohio State. They have the senior quarterback, the seniority quarterback, who, and that's what it takes to win in college football, is a veteran quarterback. Like I was talking to Jacob about this. We haven't seen a freshman or sophomore win a national championship since Trevor Lawrence, I don't think. Like, it's been the veteran quarterbacks or transfers who have come in and led teams to national championships. They have the recipe. They have the DC. I can't speak to their OC. I don't remember who it is right now, but the stars were, this was the Penn State season, if there was going to be one. They returned everybody and still fell flat. So I don't know. I'm in the James Franklin, it's time to move on train. That's just me, just because of the situation that they're in this year. And they get their toughest game at home. Like Oregon, they got Oregon at home night game, or at home during night game whiteout. Like that's my take on the James Franklin thing.
They still got Ohio State, right?
Coming up. Ohio State coming. I don't know if that. Let me see where that one's at.
I think it's at Ohio State.
I think so too. But it's just food for thought. Yeah, it is at OSU, but they have Indiana at home too. So, I mean, I don't think their season's over. I still think they have all the the pieces to be successful, but you have to win out at this point. You have to go to Ohio State and win. And you have to beat Indiana, who looks like the most prolific offense in college football.
Well, they're not getting to the playoffs.
What'd you say? Is what?
Yeah. They're not getting to the playoffs. Yeah.
Party's over, cuz.
It's a wrap on that.
So in that case, he probably up out of there too. Like,
well, we still got to give him these 2 last games, because maybe you could ruin it for these other teams, because that's what you're playing for now. It's to ruin someone else. Yeah, exactly.
But when you, hey dog,
what's up, buddy?
but when you do that, like when you fire a guy like that, bro, you gotta go get a Kirby Smart. Like when Georgia fires a Mark Richt, somebody that's giving you a 10-3 year after year, you're just not getting it done, getting over that hump. You gotta go get somebody. So who they gonna go get, bro?
Right. Who's out there, right? I mean,
that's the only caveat to that for me. Like, who do you go get?
And they were saying this every year with Bill Napier, man, where it's like, yo, get rid of him, and then all of a sudden get a couple big wins. It's like, you know what, you can't get rid of him, man.
You see what he did?
Billy Napier is the craziest case in college football, because he'll be on the hot seat, he'll lose the stupidest game, and then a big team will walk in and they'll win, and everybody's like, what do we do now? Because he had all this heat and then beats Texas at home, so you can't fire him right now.
No.
So Billy Napier is an interesting case, but I saw somebody compare the James Franklin job crisis to the Mark Richt situation, like the same exact situation. So that's funny that you brought that up, because I saw the exact same situation being compared on I think it was X earlier. But we'll move quickly through these last couple. Let's play a couple games or do some superlatives real quick. Let's talk about the TPL 12 real quick. Released today by us. Let me go find it real quick.
And I'm gonna get this off my chest while you're looking for something. Screw
it. For it.
I'm tired of no more rushing the field, man. They got to get rid of that. TK, man, they got to get rid of the fans rushing the field, bro. Someone's gonna get hurt, bro, if they haven't already.
Well, Buddy Bob got ran over by 1,000 people. I'm like,
you know how hurt you could have gotten. He could.
And then if I get hurt, somebody getting hurt too.
Yeah.
In there, I ain't, because bro. Like, y'all can't just be, because they coming by smacking your helmet and doing all kinds of little funky.
And then I heard this.
Sorry, Laura. Dang.
But listen though, too, like it ain't like students are walking through metal detectors or at all the stadiums or whatever the case may be. Yo, what if someone rushed the stadium that might got something on them? Like, I'm just saying, man. I know I'm thinking of the worst thing ever, but bruh, I just can't. Every time I see it, I can't take it.
Little shameless plug. That's why you need my security, safe perimeter. No, I was just playing, but for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I'm
for real.
saying.
Well,
But I'm with you on that, bro. I think it's a little dangerous in today's time. I mean, it's always been dangerous, but in today's
well,
time, bro, you just never know what people are thinking or the intentions of people. Obviously, it's a tradition, like a college tradition to do that. But I'm with you,
But
Sauce.
listen, and it's fine. Maybe you can do it, but not right when I'm talking about the ball just came out of the air and they on the
it
field. Like,
literally
give
just
me
hit the ground and feet are
yeah,
already on the field. It's
bro.
ridiculous.
What? Give me 3
Right.
minutes to run off. Like, give me a second as a player, as an opposing player, to get off the field.
Well, college football has been trying to crack down on it. Like they're fining these schools big money. Like they're fining them $250,000, $500,000 every time a field is rushed. But the fans in the stadium don't care about a $500,000 fine that's going to the school. Like so they're trying to crack down. It's just it's not been successful clearly because we've already had a bunch of stadium rushes this year. But let's talk about this TPL 12 real quick. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's talk about Knowshon, why is Ohio State the number one team over Miami? What's your take there? Because I know we kind of split it with the whole polls, but you in particular.
Yeah, no, because we're gonna see what Miami's about real soon. I feel like they have a couple players that they're gonna play. Same thing with OU though. I know they haven't played that many people, but they were number one, so I'm keeping them there. Because listen, when it comes to all these teams, they're gonna get an opportunity to show that they belong in the top 10. I mean, some big games coming up. With Alabama and Missouri and things of that nature. Some of these other schools, right? So. Right now, since I've put them there early, I'm keeping them there until I see something differently.
That's fair. I mean, TK and I are together on this one with Miami being the number one team in the country. I just think what more can they prove through 6 weeks? I mean, they beat Notre Dame, they beat
Trash.
they beat Florida State
Trash.
this past week.
My fault. Not trash, but you know what I mean. Like, come on. Okay, keep on.
They
My
beat Florida, who's I have no idea what to think of that team.
That's what I'm saying.
So and they beat USF, who's a very solid Group of 5 team. Like they have taken care of business, and they have the veteran quarterback that it takes to win a national championship. I know y'all have had quite the debate with Carson Beck over the last couple months. But he was my preseason Heisman pick. Like I thought Beck was going to come in and win Heisman, and so far he's been really solid. And I think they've done everything they possibly could because now they coast. Now they have nobody left on their schedule. Like they went through all of the tough teams. They have Louisville this week, but after that it's like Stanford, SMU, Syracuse, NC State, VT, and Pitt. Like they're going to cruise after this week. So, I think
wouldn't sleep on Syracuse, but yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, Syracuse.
Yeah, I
is
like
a
Fran and the
sneaky team.
boys.
But no,
yeah.
definitely he's looked good. But I think the biggest thing is that the players around him are making plays. I mean, they are making plays around him too, which, I mean, that's what you need. I mean, you need to make your quarterback look good, you know what I'm saying? And you need to go out there and ball, and they are. And they look good on defense, so does OU. So they're all going to get their opportunities real soon, though. But yeah, like what you said, they are cruising after this. But that's why OU should probably stay at number one, because once they get these bigger games, and if they win, then they should stay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, let me look in this thing. Let me look in here because
anything really stand out to you besides Aaron's Alabama at number 3? Because that's the only one that I was like, I feel like we were pretty uniform this week in general. Other than Aaron having Alabama at 3,
and I keep on saying OU, I'm gonna say OSU. But go ahead.
And then Kevin having Texas Tech at 6 was the only other like standout thing that I saw, which I think Texas Tech is legitimately going to be a playoff contender, and they're going to play spoiler to somebody in the playoffs. I think whoever matches up with them is going to be in trouble.
But you guys are also all almost saying that Georgia Tech is going to make it to the playoffs. That's what I feel.
I don't feel they're going to make it to the playoffs. I feel they're a top 12 team at this moment.
I had them at, I think they were my third. I had them at 13, but why? What's stopping them from making the playoffs? Like their schedule is, again, they're another one of those teams. Their schedule is not very difficult. I'm gonna go make sure that I'm not missing something and that they don't play like Alabama next week, which I don't think they do.
But I mean,
but they're another team that reminds me in the sense of Miami that I think is just going to cruise. Yeah, they have VT, Duke, Syracuse, who's the sneaky one, NC State, Boston College, Pitt, and then Georgia. Like, there's no reason they shouldn't walk in to the Georgia game undefeated.
I
And
mean, if it
They're
was
gonna
up
have
to
a L
Murray,
before they get to us.
he's talking about VT. Oh, VT. That's what he was. They got Virginia Tech, right? Is that what you
They
just
got
said?
Virginia
VT
Tech and Syracuse.
Aaron's talking about VT, 2-4
Wasn't he
VT.
last year? I mean, what is he just talking about them because they just beat FSU? Who just beat FSU? Or was that Virginia?
Virginia,
That was
UVA.
Virginia.
Virginia,
Okay, that was
the
Virginia.
Cavaliers, the
The
Cavaliers.
Cavs. I'm about to say. Okay.
But I mean, they might drop a game, but I mean, they should be essentially a lock for the ACC championship if they're a one-loss ACC team. And so,
Who you
I
got? Tech
mean,
Miami in the ACC championship.
yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Because with Florida State losing to UVA and Miami, they're 2-loss in conference. Probably not. It's going to be Virginia, Georgia Tech, and Miami are really the only 3 viable options for the ACC championship at this point.
The Cavaliers. That's wild.
Wild, very, very wild.
And I see Tennessee done made their way in out of nowhere.
I think Tennessee deserves to be there. I think their only loss being in an overtime loss to us on a missed field goal. I mean, if obviously almost are only good in horseshoes and or whatever, the game, the saying. But if they hit that field goal, probably a top 6 team right now in a lot of people's eyes, undefeated with a win against Georgia. But I think they've proved to me that they're a top 12 team. Now, I don't think they're going to end up in the playoffs. I think the schedule just won't pan out for them, and I don't really see an avenue for them to. I mean, there's an avenue, but I don't see them making the SEC championship game. So, but I think they've proved enough to me to be in my top 12. But obviously, Jacob and I are the only 2 with Tennessee in there. But
and I would love to see their schedule because I think they got some games coming up too. Go ahead.
They do. They have Bama here in a few weeks. I know for sure.
I only put Missouri in because you my dog.
Now I was about to say I see Missouri that slipped into a lot of these TPL 12s.
J Mac and Spoon gonna have them boys in there.
But the Georgia guys have them higher than the Missouri guys. Like you and you two both have them above all of the Missouri guys. So
yeah.
Seems Georgia's pretty high in Missouri.
I couldn't put Tech up there like that.
Georgia Tech,
not yet. I can't yet.
Not yet. And like you said, I do like the way Texas Tech is playing. So I threw them boys in there.
Take away their running game from their running back. I mean, then you got Haynes just running. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see when they play someone like a real. I mean, Georgia late and maybe some.
The only 2 tests on their schedule were Clemson and Georgia, and then they went to Colorado week 1. Was like the 3 games. Been Clemson, obviously. I mean, roster wise, physicality wise, they're there, but not the Clemson we're used to. So they're going to be an untested team coming in to the Georgia game, I think, which will be very interesting for both teams.
We got 6 LSUs in this thing.
I'm closer to Aaron, I think, than I am to y'all on the LSU side of things. They haven't done anything. I was saying unrank, get like Penn State out of the top 20 last week, and LSU was very similar in my head. They haven't done anything. They beat a really bad Clemson team by 1 possession. They've scored under like 25 points in every game they've played. It's just been other than like their FCS game.
Yeah, it's looked ugly, but they're going to get their opportunities. That's why I love that. This whole everyone's list here in 3 weeks. It's going to be different, bro.
It's going to be different for sure.
It's going to be a lot different because a lot of these teams are going to be losing to each other, and they might stay. And who knows? I mean, if we have 2 top 10 teams playing each other, they might still stay in the top 10, right? Just get moved around. I'm not sure, but it's going to change in a couple weeks.
Yeah, the only team that I feel comfortable like just leaving where they are for the next couple weeks is Miami. That's literally the only one where I'm like they're the only non-volatile team over the next couple weeks. Because every one of these other teams plays somebody good in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe Texas Tech,
right,
and Georgia and Georgia Tech, but
Georgia Tech, right.
I mean Georgia and Ole Miss are going to play each other. Texas A&M plays a ridiculous. They have a bunch of people coming out. They have a hard schedule coming out. Oklahoma has a brutal schedule, so it's going to be interesting, especially if Mateer doesn't come back. Because right now he's not expected to play against Texas, which will make things interesting.
Yeah.
Even though Texas, with their backs against the wall, is not a Texas I want to play. Thank y'all so much for listening to another episode of Bulldawg Banter. Next episode, QB1 Aaron Murray will be back. We'll see how the reception of QB2 is. We'll see how that comes in the
I loved
comments.
it. I loved it, man.
For sure.
I appreciate y'all letting me come in and take some snaps. But if you guys want to see more content from myself, TK, and Knowshon, make sure you go check us out on all the socials. The Players Lounge, TPL Georgia. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. It's all free. That's the best part. It's free to subscribe. It's free to like. It's free to comment. Go ahead and do that for us. And we will catch y'all on Wednesday. Peace.
Get it.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.